Yo guys, welcome back to another part of Trails of Cold Steel Let's Play. I don't remember what part, it's probably 6 or something. But I want to start off with this video telling you guys Curse of Osiris has dropped for D2. I'm going to be very busy playing that in the meantime. So there are going to be points where this is going to be my last possible recording for this Let's Play for a little bit. But if that will all change depending on you guys. If I see enough likes, enough views, enough comments in the video, I will continue making this series over playing Destiny 2 Curse of Osiris. So I really want to make that clear, guys. I know there's certain people that watch this series religiously on my channel. And those people, I thank them very much. But I do kind of want to make a goal for this, so I will stop making pre-recording parts for this until I see possibly. I want to meet a goal of 10 likes on the video. If you guys can manage that, I think I'll continue making these videos regularly. So for the most part, I like to keep these at an hour. So you know what you're kind of getting into at this point. I try to keep dialogue to a minimum for myself, but I like to interject once I can. So like I said, guys, if you really want me to continue making this series on a regular basis, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, watch the video, share with your friends, do whatever you must. So last time we started the first day of our field activity for chapter 1. So we're gonna head to a Saint Ark, I believe. Not Ordis, yeah. I'm thinking of another chapter. So this is Saint Ark. So this is the overworld. You don't need to really see that much. The conversation right here isn't too impressive. It's mostly Claire talking about Saint Ark and the TMP. So that conversation actually wasn't really that important. So for the most part, we can't go on this side just yet until later in the day. We're going to head up to Saint Ark over there. So for the most part, the game does a very good job. It shows you where all the treasure chests are once you have the ornament, and it shows you where the fishing spots are. And if you look in the top left, it basically tells you what's on the map and what they're supposed to do. So we can just move on. For the most part, because I am playing on normal, I won't have to be grinding out too many levels, which I'm gonna enjoy, because it just makes Let's Play go much faster. I'll target some of these big enemies over here. For the most part, I literally made that range setup and Kurt setup in order to allow me to do this, to S-break quickly and basically efficiently grind levels. For this Let's Play, most people will be, their Let's Plays will be just grinding out normally, and I feel it's so inefficient to watch that kind of stuff. It gets boring. A lot of people I've seen did that, and I'm just like, it doesn't look like fun. Like, it's not fun to watch. I don't know how they're gaining views. So simply, if you're not doing like kind of a run like I am, where we're just going through everything real quick, I feel like it's really boring to watch them. So make sure you do fish at every single spot in the game, because there will be a possibility that it's a new fish on the first catch. For most of the time, there will be a new fish because of the area. So remember this guy's over here. Bondab. So pretty much my S-Craft should be one-shotting everyone until the end of chapter 1. I don't think it will one-shot people in chapter 2, just because of the level difference. So we can literally say goodbye to Claire right now, since we won't be able to get to use Claire. Oh, actually, you know, before we lose Claire for the rest of this chapter, let's use her S-break. I don't think there's another fatty. There's no fat soul here. So let's do this. So it's literally the exact same S-Craft from the first game. The second game, my bad. So, yep, it's seriously the exact same one. But she's wearing the TMP costume instead, her TMP uniform instead. And it's literally the exact same dialogue, lines, and everything, so you know it's the same. So basically she's saying thank you for the fight as her winning quote. It's once again like the winning quotes, most of them from the original characters are just taking off the original dialogue. That's why I like some of the newer ones, especially Altina's and Muse's. Stop talking, I want to fucking open the damn chest. And make sure you do get all the chests, because once again, that is a trophy that I forget most of the time to do, because I failed twice to get this trophy, and I did it on my third playthrough. I'm like, god damn it, I suck. So, we are here now in St. Ark. So, Claire's here for some official TMP business. St. Ark. So, this is the Hjarm's nobility, or the household's territory. So it's a very clean place. It's no Celdic, to be honest. Celdic was probably my favorite Chapter 1 place to go to, but just because it's so quaint and nice. I liked it more in Trails of Cold Steel 1 than 2, because literally in Trails of Cold Steel 2, you get like the shittiest members back, other than Elliot's. So she hasn't been back to the Hjarm's place in a while. I mean, I would think especially after the fucking war, she wouldn't have been here for a while. But yep. So the game's gonna put us immediately into the noble area, into the Hjarm's household. So this is Patrick Hjarm's father, the head of the family.
サザーラント州の統括を任されているフェルナン・ハイアームズだ。リーン君は久しぶりだな。
So technically, in the meantime between games 2 and 3, Rean got, I mean, like I said before, Rean became friends with Patrick, and he got to know his father, so that's kind of what they're talking about. And of course, we have Celestin here again. So if you don't remember, in the first and second game, he was Patrick's personal butler. So I do like Celestin. He was pretty cool. And he gave us like a couple quests and a bunch of cool items in the first game. So they're just introducing themselves to, of course, them right now. I know I'm talking about a lot of dialogue, but you guys know what you signed up for in this Let's Play. Then of course they know who Kurt is because he's part of the Vanders. So he's going to talk to Claire about a certain issue that's been a problem within the Hjarm's territory, and that's going to be a huge story point to why we're here. So these are now going to be our class assignments to do. And so basically, yep, he's like, here's some assignments that I need you to help take care of. But there's gonna be one important one, which of course is the main quest, that we're gonna have to deal with him. So I'm gonna fast forward this part a bit. This is just us, hey, we gotta do this stuff. So there's the main quest. And here's our side ones. So we're gonna be able to do 2 of the 3 right now. The other last one we won't be able to until we get to a little specific place later on in this chapter, but it'll be at the end of this. Oh, okay, you know what? I can skip this. It's basically like saying, hey, how come we have to do these things? Well, Rean's just like, you know, it builds character, and because that's what they did in the first game. So he's like, yes, this is just like the first game. So we're gonna follow that mentality. So we gotta get started with the missions. That's all that was right there. So here is the first one right over here. So this one is from the maid right over here. Oh, I forgot there's a book right over here we gotta read. And you know what? There's one thing I forgot to do in the Hjarm's manor, but we'll get to that. So this maid said she's missing some ingredients. So what basically they have to do is kill some monsters outside in the area, and they'll have the monster ingredients. So I think I should have it. I'm pretty sure I should have it. So I just finished it. So because I already had the ingredients, so Typically, if this is your first playthrough, you might not have them at that given moment, but you might if you grind it enough. And yep, I did forget to do it. So, so you can basically battle Celestine right here, right now for whatchamacallit, Vantage Masters. I was forgetting the name of the Vantage. What am I missing? Vantage Masters? Yep, there we go. So, just like I said before, I will be battling everyone Vantage Masters just because. Oh, that's it's not a great hand because I don't have. I was gonna say I don't have crystal, but I apparently have crystals now. Yeah. I don't think I have enough. That wasn't actually a good idea to keep the bird right there, to be honest. The burb! So pretty much everyone here will be very easy for me to beat because they don't have any other higher end cards. Yeah, that should be a little bit, yeah. That should be the game right there, to be honest. Because the birds can attack twice. So literally that might be quite a bit harder for you guys in your first run, but for me, since this is kind of gonna be like a kind of a quicker playthrough, I'm hoping I'm gonna get S rank because I'm gonna try burn through everything as fast as I can for you guys. But we'll see. So this is the residential area of Hjarms of St. Arc. So people can now send us text. There's no real reason to read that. It's basically, what this does is, basically, there's gonna be a side quest for Monk and Rosine and a third person that we're gonna see in a couple seconds. But Monk will give us some, if we do some quests for him, he'll give us some juicy items for his because he's gonna be talking about it on the radio show. And Rosine has a side quest for finding all the black tech books in this game. So that's what they're there for. So that's to the outside area. I don't want to do that just yet because that's going to be kind of important. So let's go in here. Do you have anything worthwhile? No. I don't want to buy that. Nothing real worthwhile for me right there. And we have this shop. I think he should have something worthwhile. Yep, Reno, we're gonna need that. You can only buy one, just let you know. Marine ore. I still have 50, so I still have 50 U materials, so I still need 49 to max out. So I can still wait before I can max out that. So I don't want to waste U material because you don't want to actually stack U material or have it at 99 at all times in this game because U material is going to be very, very useful later on. So you might notice someone over there with some pink hair that is very, very similar to someone in the first and second game. So we don't need anything from you, do we? Hold on, what? No. I did buy. No, we don't need. Okay, so let's move on. So this is going to be our third person that we can access with the Arcus. And of course, Rean recognizes her, but he doesn't know which her it is. So, if you could guess, it is Vivi. So, if you don't remember, Vivi was in the first game was part of the art club, and her twin sister is Linde. So we haven't seen Linde yet. So that does kind of mean, yeah, who we're gonna see later on in this game. So this is Vivi. She's a news reporter in this game, and she's gonna be in contact with us, and we're gonna do some quests for her later on in this game as well too. Altine, I like that. I like that expression with Altine. Is like, huh? So this is the girl that used to make funny jokes to Rean. I mean, like, or sexy jokes to Rean all the time, and it just made Rean feel uncomfortable in the first game. But we all like Vivi. I like Vivi. She's funny. So she's a journalist part of I forget which agency, but it was part of, it's in Heimdallr, the one that's right next to the shopping center. I'm forgetting the name right now. It'll come back to me later. So he's basically explaining that she was one of his classmates in Thor's, so that's why they know each other. To be honest, Rin, they never really hung out too much in the first game, to be honest. There was a couple points where it was pointed out that they were talking to each other, and of course in the second game for that one first dialogue when you meet her. But you know, honestly, I didn't think they hung out too much together. So they're basically asking her, is there something wrong with what's going on in this area? So she's basically as a journalist trying to figure out what else is happening in this area. So right now we're gonna get her Arcus phone number, and she's gonna give us some quests to do. So basically, her side quest in this game, there's gonna be a trophy regarding it. It's basically she wants us to take some pictures of the places that we go to. So we're gonna some cool monument places we're gonna go to, or it's gonna be going to be reported back to her. So this is the other side quest in here. It's to find a kitty cat. So this girl lost her kitty cat, so we're going to find it for her. So I believe we want to head back here first. Yes, Sereno. It's this dude. So we're talk to him, and we're going to head off to the main district right over here, because we haven't accessed it yet. Yeah, this is the square, so. This church over here, we need to go to a little bit later, but the side quest is right here, but we're gonna open up some of the other stuff here, just for quick travel purposes. So boom, we're gonna go to the inn. This is the inn, and she's gonna give us a book, I believe, or something. I don't know. It's not, at this point, I don't even remember what she gives us. I'm trying to remember what this was. We'll go inside. I think this is the shopping center. Yep, this is the shopping center. Yep. Okay, I gotta wait until they fucking finish talking. God damn, I keep forgetting every single time. Okay, we done? Alright, sweet. So, nothing in here worthwhile. Get out of my way! Oh, okay, yeah, we're gonna buy some of these. These are very useful. Make sure you buy these. And that's just some neat dialogue. Just get some books over here. Once again, I bought all of them. I don't really care for that. So basically, this is the arms dealer. He said there's something wrong with my shipments. Blah blah blah. Can you help check it out? So yeah, we're gonna say yes. Wait, is there no one else that sells presents in here? Yeah. I guess there isn't. Oh well, rip me. I thought there was another person that sells presents for some odd reason. Okay, well that's that. Before we finish starting the main quest, which is in there, let's do this. So you're gonna notice a very big cameo appearance in this side quest right here. That's going to take a major point. That's going to be a major plot twist in this chapter, or I shouldn't say plot twist, but major impact in this chapter. So they said there's a cat over here. Basically, the guy in the Noble District said the cat's over here by the airport, but we're looking by the airport bridge and there's no cat. So I'm certain someone's going to come out of the airport, and she's going to help us find the Neko, the cat. So if you don't recognize this bombshell right here, this is Shirley. She is Brandy's little sister. So she is one of the enforcers from Ouroboros, but she doesn't look like it right now. So she's gonna help us find the cat real quick. So we will be fighting her later on in this game if you haven't recognized this yet. So if you didn't do the side quest, you wouldn't have known anything about Shirley just yet. But I can give that out. We now know she's here. So we're gonna fast forward that. She's only walking away. And we can fast forward the rest of that dialogue. So basically, she told us she saw a cat playing around the old Rivelt building in the residential district. So we're gonna do that. Head over here. Boom, boom, boom. Go down here to the Rivelt building. And we found the cat. So Yuno's basically like, oh, the kitty won't come to me. It's originally called the owners. And the kitty goes to the owners because it doesn't like Yuna. So there we go. That is Donamundo. So that is 2 side quests out of 3 that we completed. And we haven't reached any hidden ones just yet. So there is no need to do anything else. So, oopsies. We're gonna talk to the head priest over here. He's gonna give us the 2 side quests, the 2 main quests in the game. So basically, there's something wrong. There's something wrong happening in the force to the right with some magical powers or something is happening. And to the left over here, there's some kind of mechanical beasts thromping around, and he's asking us to destroy them. So we're gonna do the forest one first. Technically, the one the mechanical beast is much faster than this one. But this one is a reference to basically Emma and Vita Clotilde because it's a magical presence in the area. And that's Vivi just sending us an awesome email. So for the most part, remember, please scan everything in the area. There's no real reason not to. Pick up all the treasure chest. So I know I didn't really translate the dialogue too well right there for why there's a connection to Emma and Vita, but just take my word for it. It's something. It's a connection, and we'll see the connection once we finish the quest. I shouldn't be killing these guys since they don't really give me too much XP. I mean, technically, I'm so under level right now because I should have been grinding in the passage before this area, so that's why I'm getting level ups. But there's gonna be an enemy in here that we're gonna farm the hell out of anyways, so I don't really have to farm these guys too hard. And well, we'll just kill this because he's in my way. So if you guys want to see what some of the other people's area attacks are, oh, I don't have enough. I will do that later. I thought I had enough. I wasn't paying attention to my lower screen. Do I even have the master course that up? Yeah, I should have it on. Yeah, it is charging. So technically, we can't go in that upper road. The game will just tell us not to go. So you know where you can go by if it's has a name on it. So most paths that have no name on it, you can't go that way in the game. So I'm assuming that's going to be a reference to Trails of Cold Steel 4 or the Final Saga, where we can actually go down those paths. So right now, we don't technically know if we can or cannot. So this is where the magical disturbance is happening. It's pretty much all you need to know. And we're going to get attacked by a monster right over there immediately. So because I do want to kind of save up some CP. So he said the monsters here are a little bit more aggressive, so watch out. So if you go over here to the left, there's your fishing spot, and you get this fatso over there. And these are the big monsters in the area, so you definitely want to farm the spiders. So you want to farm the spiders. So technically, you can reload this area multiple times. I'll show you where the best place to reload this area is. But you want to keep reloading the area and just fighting those spiders until you stop getting less than 1,000 XP. Because technically around 1,000 XP is a good place once you start dipping below 1,000 XP for those spiders, yeah, you start getting diminishing returns, so there's no real reason to keep fighting them for level ups. So technically there's only one spider, so there's gonna be a one later on in this area that will have double spiders, so that's gonna give you a lot of XP. So where is it? It's around here somewhere. Here we go. So this is the picture that we're taking for Vivi, and that's basically her side quest. So the game will show you where you need to take those pictures, and it's not that bad. It's very easy. It's hard to miss all of them, or any of them, to be honest, when the game tells you where it is. I believe we gotta go straight. Yeah. So basically Kurt has been here in this forest before because he lives nearby, but he doesn't remember this because the area is being basically altered by magic right now. So this is where you want to farm these monsters, because these spiders are, there's double spiders here, and I'll show you why we can farm them. Apu desu. So, basically, I'll show you how you can farm this once we finish what we came here for. So it's right over here. We're picking some lavender in this area as well too. So the main quest over here is we gotta pick some lavender right over here, and Rin will remember a certain someone that has a lavender scent. So if you don't know who that is, it's Vita Clotilde. So basically that scent reminds him of her. So this is basically the boss. We're going to be ambushed by 3 of these spiders. So our formation is going to be broken. I probably could have just let him not attack. Wow, that did a lot of damage. I love Altina's goddamn level up quest. It's the best. So I should also mention this area has a high frequency of a high element. So technically, you should be able to get some high element bonuses within fights here, but you don't. So rip. Oh, whoops. So we're gonna meet. So the reason why they basically wanted to introduce you to some Emma and Vita was for this little cutscene right here. We're gonna meet someone very important to this series as a whole. And for the most part, people that play Trails of Cold Steel probably won't. They don't know who this person is right off the bat. I believe she does appear in a different series. And she's not who you expected to be. I kind of figured out who she was literally after this first encounter with her, and my guesses were correct. So I'll let you guys guess who she is, but she's probably not who you think she is, unless you've played a lot of the games and you can pretty much infer, you know, who she is. I'm gonna leave it as fucking vague as that. I'm sorry, guys.
主の因果はようやく再び回り始めた様子。ほんの心づきじゃ。これより先はまだ早い。いずれまみえようぞ。 灰のライザーよ。
So basically, he was put into kind of his own time space with that woman. So technically, none of they didn't see these three didn't see anything that happened. So that's basically his connection with his ogre power, and that's what she's talking about. It's all ogre now. I like the English wiki's summary of Trails of Cold Steel's chapters. It's pretty funny. If you haven't checked, you probably should read it. It's super fucking funny because they didn't finish it yet, so they have like placeholder titles. Chapter 3: Rin fights an old woman. Chapter 4: The fucking castle. Chapter 5: It's all ogre now. So he kind of has an inference of who that person is and what's going on. So there, Rin gets an extension to, I believe, one of his abilities. So basically, I'm gonna show you how you can farm in this area if you want to farm early on. So you just want to hit fast travel right there, hit the deep fast travel, the last one, and you respawn right over here. So you can just literally do that, run to the double spiders over there, and just farm XP. Simple as that. Oh. I don't believe he moved first. Yeah, just fucking attack. I'll get 5 DP. I'm gonna see how much XP I still get from these dudes. Holy shit, we still get 2k. So if you're like me and you have this setup, you can literally just do the same thing I'm doing. So what I'm doing, I don't know if you haven't watched the second part of the game, I literally have Force and Emblem on Rin and Kurt, so it allows me just to constantly just spam S breaks without having to worry or go to an inn to recharge. So maybe this might be the only time I actually farm on recording. Because this is literally one of the best farm spots. This is literally the best farm spot, I should say, for Chapter 1. You're not going to find a better farm spot than this. Because the only farm spot later on for levels in this chapter does not go very well, I would say, because it's not as fast as this. Because the power enemy in that area is you can only find one of them in there. And you don't have access to some really great characters like you do now, quote unquote. The characters you'll get later on you won't be able to change their equipment. And I know I'm kind of spoiling it right now. You obviously know which one character is going to show up in this chapter. Cough Cough Fee, since that's what we saw earlier. But I'll let you guys figure out the rest of them as the time goes on. As time goes on. But we'll see the other two characters pretty much shortly. If I get to the end of this part, I think I'm running on 30 minutes around now, according to my Elgato. I don't know, I'm not really paying attention too much. I should pay more attention to my Elgato because, like I said, if you watch my last two parts, the Elgato just shut shit out and just stopped recording for some reason. I'm not sure if that's the USB or because it's overheating or something, but it might be the USB port because I've been having problems with my Elgato since day one, and it has never worked real well. It's just not the laptop itself. Like I've been using 3 different laptops to record with this Elgato, and it's just whoa. I don't know what's wrong. Sometimes it just doesn't want to record. It doesn't want to. It just keeps disconnected for some reason. I don't know, man. Like it's all over the place. So, you know, while I'm farming this for now, there's no real reason for me to farm this, but since we're here farming, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about what's going on right now. For me, I'm gonna be playing a lot of Curse of Osiris, like I've said before. I'm really looking forward to it. Like, I literally just downloaded the update. I was like, fuck, I gotta do a recording for today, at least one. So I literally have, in order to go to work, I literally have like an hour to do whatever I want. So basically, it's just spent doing recordings for you guys for this kind of a Let's Play thing. So that's why I really asked, like, I don't have a lot of free time during the work week. So that's why I wanted to ask, like, if you guys really want me to continue with this series, like, please let me know. Please share your support. Like, I know some of my Let's Play series in the past haven't been doing well, And I don't mind that. I mean, if it's for the one person that likes watching it, that makes me happy that at least one fucking person's watching it. But for this, like, since I'm gonna be very busy very soon, I kind of want to see if more people want to watch this kind of thing or they don't. Because my channel mostly, for the most part, has been just kind of informal videos that I like to do. At some point, I do kind of want to expand the channel, but I haven't really planned too much out of it, to be honest with you guys. So I don't really expect too much. It's kind of a thing on the side for me to do. That's kind of fun. I know I've been wanting to do more Destiny 2 content on this channel, to be honest. But I just really don't think I'm the kind of person that should be doing it. So I'm still getting around 1,000, so there's still merit with farming this. So sorry, this is gonna be the title episode. I'm gonna title this the farming episode. Oh. Since we have them on the field, this is Yuna's one. This is her break. This is Kurt's break, and I showed you all Tina's break already. So Kurt's one isn't actually that bad, but fuck it. I just use wings. Again, he got first attack. Yeah, so there's no high. There's technically supposed to be some high element in here, but it doesn't feel like it. So there's actually technically no. Whatchamacallit? There's no high elements when you go into battle. I don't know if I can just do this. Oh, I can't. I can actually just do that. My bad, guys. You could literally just hit this and just shortcut that again, and it would just respawn enemies. I thought you didn't have to. Rip me. That would have saved like 5 fucking seconds every single time. So let's see if we're still getting 1,000 XP per fight. Nope, we're not. Okay. So basically, right there, at that point, it shows you you're not getting anything worthwhile. So let's head back to St. Ark. So technically, my characters are pretty fucking over leveled now. So if you might hear there's some music coming from here, I wonder who that could be from. Huh. Well, we won't find out. So here's the highway to the fort we passed by in our train. So I don't know if we can get a good picture of it right now or a good view of the fort, but there is one over there. So we don't have any methods of fast traveling. I mean, not fast traveling, but like faster travel than walk speed right now. So we'll get that very soon. No, since once again these guys aren't big enemies, so they're not worth fighting. So there's also one thing I should note right here. That you notice there's a treasure chest kind of off the map right over there to the right-ish. That's the only treasure chest in this game that will act like that for some fucking reason. I don't know why, but you'll get to it later. There's just some reason that happens right there, and this just in this one instance. So I'm not sure why. So there's the fort right over there. You can see it. Oh, whoopsies. Instantly wrecked. 6 XP. Wow. So right there before we got attacked, there's the fort right over there that we're gonna head to later on. So here's gonna be another cameo appearance. So if you didn't know who this person was, but due to all of the promotions for the game, we're gonna show you who he is real soon. But we're gonna fight some of these mechanical beasts that were plaguing the area. So they're saying it's kind of peaceful right now. I don't see what's going on. So they hear a little mechanical sound. So here's the dudes. So please remember to scan these guys, because this is the only time you can scan them, or you have to do a new playthrough. Oh, I actually didn't heal Yuna's CP. RIP, whatever, we're just gonna use Altina. So literally those are supposed to be the boss for the second side quest, but since we're so over leveled because of those spiders, it makes it really easy. So that's why I preferred going the other side first. So this is the person I was referring to. This old man over here, who's going to play a very big part in this game as well too. So he's basically saying, are you the ones that destroyed these things? Like, we're like, yes. Oh, you guys are pretty good. So he basically said, oh, are you guys from Thors? And like, yeah, we are from Thors. How do you know? So he basically says, because of his job, he knows a lot of stuff. So it's kind of hinting who we're up against. So I'm gonna let the cutscene play out, the next cutscene after this one, before I explain who this person is to you guys.
Yeah. 前の内戦の時に妙な俺の仲間内じゃ随分と噂にまこの辺りにはもういないみてえだし So basically he said him and his friends can deal with these things too. So he's like, oh yeah. そんじゃ俺は行くぜ Basically, we're gonna see what he was doing down here. So of course, purposely you can't look down right here, and there's the treasure chest off the screen, because there's gonna be something real tough. Oh, something's happened. You know what's wrong. So basically, yep. That old man destroyed all those robots by himself. So technically, I know I made this fight look really easy. It's actually a lot harder than it seems. But yes, those guys are pretty strong and that dude just destroyed them. So if you guys didn't know who that was, and due to all the pre-promotion for this game, that was Zephyr's boss, or leader. The one that people thought was dead after his fight with the Red Constellation's boss as well. So if you don't remember, that is Fi's father, or quote-unquote father, the head of Zephyr. So technically, he's not dead now, for some reason. So that's going to play a huge plot point for Fi, that he's not dead. So that was pretty much that. I think I can just fast travel. So notice there's a nice violin music in the background. I don't know if it's loud enough on my Elgato. Let me see if I can bump it up a little bit. So I bumped it up like a little bit just there for a second. I don't know if it came out really well, but whatever. So we're gonna go ahead in here and we're gonna see the pretty much obvious cameo appearance by a certain someone from Class 7. If you couldn't figure out who it was right now, it is, of course, Elliot. Elliot Craig. No, that's not his last name. I forget already what his last name is. Craig is his father. So this is Elliot from the first game. And the second game, of course, obviously, duh. He was one of the most useful characters in my opinion because of his healing abilities. But as in the second game, healing became less of an issue rather than how fast you can one-phase bosses. Really, Elliot was only good in the first game in my opinion. Second game, it was literally who can deal the most DPS and fast as possible. So in order to one phase. And that's pretty much what I can say about this game as well too. But you're kind of forced to funnel in certain characters in this game, so it's who you can use at a certain point in time in order to most BS the situation. So he's explaining to them that is his friend Elliot from Class 7. So after the first game, of course, Elliot traveled to music school. I mean, he went to music school. I don't know why I said travel to music school. That was really stupid. Oh, it was Elliot Craig. I don't know what I'm thinking. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. His last name was Craig. I'm stupid.
ありがとう。
So Elliot really like he changed a lot, and I like it.
アルティナちゃんだっけ。ずいぶん雰囲気が違う。
So he's basically saying Altina has changed too, and I like Altina's new look. Let's be real, who doesn't like Altina?
君は。だから一体何やってたのよ。
So basically they're saying, what did Altina do? So technically Altina hasn't released her full backstory to Kurt and Luna right over there, so they don't know what she was doing when she was against Class 7. So if you don't remember, I don't think I mentioned it too well in this Let's Play series, but Altina was Class 7's enemy because she kidnapped Elise and Alphen, and she was a boss that we could fight a couple times in the game.
ま、それはと改めて連絡す。大丈夫。実はこれからここで。
So Elliot was helping around, doing some music concerts.
そうか。初日みたいだし。
So we can fast forward that. There's no real reason to see that. That's just fluff dialogue. Oh, whoops. We're supposed to turn in the quest to the old fart over here. So let's turn that in. There's no real reason to read this dialogue. It's like, good job, guys. Good job for doing the fucking thing I told you to. And we'll get out. And we basically, that was the halfway point to day 1. We can skip that. There's no reason to read that. So right over here, something happened. Oh, sorry. Excuse me, guys. So basically, they're saying something happened with a train nearby. So we're gonna go basically explore and see what happened. There was an accident, quote unquote. So we're gonna go explore what happened to. Oh, and then Celestine's over here saying we have a gift for you. Basically, is what he said. So he's gonna give us the ability to use horses right now. So there we go. So now we can use a horse. So basically, right here, it's Yuna saying she can't ride a horse. She doesn't know how to ride a horse. Kurt saying you can ride on the back of my horse. So that's what happens. And Altina's like, I'll go with Reen. And that's pretty much that whole conversation. So basically, Yuna's saying go faster. Then Kurt's like, I don't want. You can't go faster. Then of course, Altina's like, Yahoo! Very unenthusiastically. So the day moves on. So technically now, this is part of a new part of the day, so there's new dialogue with all the characters. So in the meantime, these fucks just, I don't know what they've been doing. They're literally doing nothing other than cooking and just relaxing. So we're gonna get briefed on what's the update in the area. So like I said, there is something strange going on. Cause there's not supposed to be mechanical beasts in this area. Or those mechanisms. So just like Crossbell, there's some kind of something definitely happening here. So for the most part, I didn't actually translate a lot of this since it's, like I said, it's gonna be important, but I didn't really care too much. You know, I can actually skip this, to be honest. That's just conversation that I'm not even gonna go over. So basically, all you need to know is, right there is, we're gonna go head to Kurt's hometown, Hamel, right next by, because there's gonna be there's something going on over there as well too. It's linked to those mechanisms showing up. So, before we go, we're gonna do the most OP thing ever in this game. We're gonna take a shower. That reheals 100 CP and all EP and all HP, and we can just abuse it without spending money. So, rip that. And there's no limit to how much you can do that. So, yep, that is broken as fuck. So he's gonna basically say, "Where's Hamo?" We're going this way. So this is the opposite way we went to from St. Arc. So this is obviously the way to Hamo. On the road to Hamo. I wanted to make that as a joke to Road to Viridian City, but that just did not come out well. Oh, and you can access the horse through your Arcus. That was a tutorial as well, but I skipped over it because I'm a lunatic. So this is where the incident where the train happened. As you can see, boom. So they said first instructor Mikhail is over here fixing the situation with the TMP and some engineers from the Rhineford company. So we're gonna ask him, hey, can we help? You know, real quick second. He's like, hey, there's anything we can do to help? He's like, no need. We got this pretty much sorted out. I guess we are gonna help out, but we're not actually really helping out, to be honest. So basically what happened was, looks like there's some type of landslide or something hit the train, but obviously as you look, the whole area is in concrete, so there's no possible way that a landslide could have happened, or like that rock could have been thrown at somebody. So something mysterious happened. Ooh, mysterious. Oh, and clears Claire. I'm gonna fast forward Claire's dialogue. Like I said, I don't like Claire in this game anymore. So they said, yep, something definitely happened. So you can see all the rocks, but the Rhineford company engineers were able to put it back on track. So after that, we're just gonna continue our journey. So that was pretty much that. It was just kind of a preload to what's happening, because we're gonna see two familiar faces right here. I'm not gonna try to talk over too much. So looks like she said, looks like some interesting people are causing some trouble for us. Whoop, here she is, Duvali the Swift. And of course Shirley. So basically she said, you look very happy that you can fight him again. So that confirms that is Shirley, and her older brother is of course Randy. So in my opinion, I think Shirley is stronger than Randy for sure, 100%. So this part right here doesn't make sense, how she can do this. That looks like a really tight space to even reach in there. So she basically said this girl has too much freedom. Okay, so that's pretty much that conversation. So that was kind of fun to watch. I know that was one of my favorite parts of this chapter, to be honest. If you also you can also farm some of these grasshoppers, especially if you get lucky. There's a fight where there's like 10 of those grasshoppers. It doesn't happen all the time, but that's definitely worth your time to do that one. But as we've already basically farmed up the shit out of the spiders, there's no real reason for us to farm anything else.
厄介ね。
よし行くか。
お願いします。
So there's no reason to farm any of these enemies else, because basically we shit farm the hell out of those fucking spiders. And trust me, that is the best way to farm XP in this area. You basically invalidate everything. This one over here, this praying mantis over here, has a high chance of being multiple praying mantises when you engage it. So that one's the best one to do it on, but the other one's not as high as a chance, but this still has a chance. Dude, there's a treasure chest behind this rhino right here.
警戒してください。
Yes, I'll be careful, Altina, don't worry about me.
よし行くか。
お願いします。
Onegaishimasu. So right over here is Hamel or Kurt's hometown. And there's gonna be, of course, a Valor training hall in here as well too. So 2 in the afternoon. So here we are at Hamel. I mean, not Hamel. I don't know why I keep saying Hamel. I'm sorry, guys. It's Parm. I don't know why I'm saying Parm. So this basically reminds us of Celdek. I love it. Oh, I skipped a lot of dialogue right there, but oh well. So basically, Kurt's just introducing the town itself. So this is Parm. My bad, guys. Hamel is another place we're going to in this chapter, and that's the big one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I apologize for that. I do apologize for that. So this place, like, so I really fast forward the dialogue there, but this basically is kind of a hint at Celdek and how that feels in the first game. So that's what kind of I fast forward through, but yeah. So you do want to talk to this lady as she sells a present. As she sells a present. So let me just double check some of the vendors in here. I forget. I know there's more people that sell stuff. No, not worth it. I believe this is just. Right here, we're just gathering information right now as to what's happening in the area. So that's pretty much what those main quest points are for. Boom, we head over here. Nope. I believe that woman right over there was the only one that has a present in this place.
水車もあるんだ。素敵。
This is just a
これ
regular
は
house. Yeah, that's a
今
regular
でも
house.
使われているのでしょうか。
So,
ああ旗織り
yep,
機の
there's a
動
fish
力
spot
に
right
よ
over
って
here on this bridge, so that you guys know. If you didn't see the giant icon on it.
帰っ
So, I'm gonna let this dialogue play out real quick. So, there's someone fixing something over here, and she's gonna be very pivotal to us. It's Mint!
はい。これでしばらくは。
So, if you don't remember, Mint was Instructor Makarov's cousin.
いや
So, technically in the first game, you actually... This surprised me quite a bit, because she wasn't really into engineering, so... That really surprised me in this game, that she took this path. So, she fell over on those 2 fucking chairs. So, she's gonna be a little bit more pivotal than you remember. So, yep, there is clipping issues in this game, like I've said before. You see her shoes clipping through the ground. It's not a big deal. Who gives a shit? It's Falcom. So basically, she's becoming an engineer and she fixes stuff. So, I'm not gonna spoil what happens to her, but she's gonna be very, very pivotal to us. So here it is, Mint, just like the color of her hair, Mint. So basically he's telling her after Thor's, he graduated and became an instructor. So basically now she actually comes to Thor's academy and helps us out. She becomes part of the engineering department with G. Schmidt. As Instructor Makarov used to be one of Schmidt's students as well. So basically she's kind of following that footsteps. So she's gonna help around at the engineering department, as you'll see later on in chapter 2. But Okay, I'll play this kid real soon. I don't want to activate that side quest just yet. I mean that main quest. So we're gonna go around and do this. Actually, I can save that. To be honest, we can't complete it just yet. We need to do one more thing. So, you know, next time we're gonna play this kid in Blade. We're gonna crush her. So, I think we're gonna end the video here, guys. Like I said, this is gonna be. I'm not gonna record a part for a while unless we can meet some goals real quick. So, like I said, probably maybe 10 likes, possibly, guys, if we can hit that. If not, it's all G. Until the next time.